Hello everybody, this is Douglas with Other Than Intended Purposes, and I have a middle report to do on a knife that I got recently. This isn't the opening one because I've had it, I've used it, I've taken it out in the woods a little bit. I got some scuffs on the sheath and I've had to scrub some stuff off the blade already, which is the whole point of having a knife like this. But I've only had it for
less than a month.
Less than a month. So long-term use will be another video someday down the road. What am I talking about? Who knows? Nobody ever knows what I'm talking about. I am talking about the LTWrightBushcrafter. Now, this is the sheath that it comes with. When you say give me a sheath, this is what they give you. It has the ability to go on your belt this way, but it also has the ability to be a dangler, and I like it as a dangler. It actually is really comfortable. It moves when I'm trying to sit down. It's a really nice sheath. The sheath comes with a fire steel sleeve, and this is actually the LT Wright fire steel with the micarta handle. And I'm going to tell you, when you get this, you're going to think it don't fit. I thought it wouldn't fit. And somebody told me, oh, it fits, you just have to push it in and then it holds it good. Like, yeah, you got to give that a tug to get it out. But just in case, since it's got a lanyard hole on it, instead of putting a paracord lanyard on it, I got bungee cord. And I pull that up and lock that in, and now there is no way in heck that's going to come off my sheath unless I want it to. Okay, on to the knife. Oh, and this is a really nice leather sheath. I do believe it's made in America. It says it's made by somebody. Anyway, nice, good quality leather sheath. On to the knife. This is an LT Wright Bushcrafter. It is CMP 3V steel. Sorry, I can't read my own writing. I should get somebody with better handwriting to make my notes. Okay, here we go. It is a full flat grind, black micarta scales, matte finished, spear point, which is a Kephart design style. This is very much a Kephart design, but LT Wright calls it a bushcrafter, which it is. I mean, that's what it was designed to do. Overall, it is 8.47 inches. The blade is 3.98 inches with a cutting edge of 3.82 inches. The blade thickness is 0.141. The handle thickness is 0.96. And this is a broom handle style handle, which is really, really nice for a lot of the tasks that I wanted to use it for anyway. The weight on it is 6.9 ounces, and I can put the clipboard away and just talk now because I know what I'm going to say, and it's not statistics. I've been using this knife now for a few weeks. I've been out in the woods with it a couple of times. I've done some food prep with it. I've done some wood crafting with it. And here's what I want to say about this knife. The boys there at LT Wright make this so smooth that you literally cannot feel the transition between micarta, blade, micarta, tang, micarta. I mean, that is just a smooth transition there. The tail is so rounded over that if you were using it, because it's a spear point, it's really good for boring in, for drilling in, for making bow drill boards and stuff like that. That tail on there is smooth and nice. It works really well if you want to turn it around and do pull cuts on it. Because it's the broom handle, it's comfortable in every position, and the little divot here that's supposed to be for your finger when you're cutting this way just slides right into your thumb. So when you are holding it against your chest to do pull cuts, There is no hot spots in that at all. At any angle, I can turn this around and squeeze hard, and there are no hot spots in this. The last thing I want to say just about it before I pick up a piece of wood is, I've got, over the years, a lot of knives. I've had a lot of knives that came to me hair shaven sharp, like this one. Like I said, I've been using this one and it's still hair shaven sharp. I have blonde hair on my arm, so it's hard to see. But the spine of this knife is sharper than some of the knives that I have bought in my life. I swear you could... Now, this is just a hunk of wood that my son picked up. And one of the things that I like a nice sharp spine for is so that I can scrape this wood. Well, right there's a knot. I don't know if you can see it very good. Right there's a knot. When I start scraping this down, Jack, take that up there and point to the knot when you have it up there and show them that I just shaved that knot with the spine of this knife. Trimming knots down like that is something that's a pain with the blade on some knives. And I shaved that sucker down smooth and flat with the wood with the spine. Forget about, oh, can it strike a ferro rod? Hell, it can shave. I would almost be ready to shave my neck with that sucker. But as you can see, I mean, if you like to trim down your bark, you like to get a little bit of fluff. Look, I'm getting really fine fluff here. I wouldn't even need the feather stick. If I just collected this fluff, I'd be able to strike a fire straight off of that. Which brings me to something that's not exactly this knife,
so long
but
as
knife
it's
in
not
general.
redwood.
Well, true. Redwood doesn't do very good with fire.
Redwood does, redwood bark doesn't.
Right. Redwood bark in my chair. We're going to have to pull the
Vacuum.
seat blankets off of this and shake them.
Okay.
But this, like I said, I have done quite a bit of I've done some notching. Come in this, you don't even really need on this wood is soft, you don't even need to knock it. There again, I just did that through the knot. And you can see, here Jack, let me clean that up a little bit. I'm doing I'm going to keep it kind of mellow here because of the mess I'm making on the table. And we're going to have lunch here in a little bit. But I am carving in this notch
Through a knot.
Take that up so you can see it. I just carved that notch on a knot. And there is zero rolling on this blade. It is pristine. The only thing I'm going to have to do is clean it a little bit because I just got it a little bit
What you could
dirty.
do with that?
There we go. Perfect. Handy dandy shamag. Knife is ready to go back into the sheath. It's clean. So this is a full flat grind. A lot of people don't care for those for the bushcrafting aspect of it. It's great for slicing. With this tip, I could skin with it. I could prep my game with it. I have been so impressed with this knife. It was well outside of my comfort zone for buying a knife, but I was gifted a certificate that allowed me to get it, and this has been one of my grails. And sometimes when you get your grail knife, you're disappointed. It's like you put it on a pedestal and you're like, oh, I wanted that knife for so long, and it gets there and it's like, This has lived up to the hype. If you have the ability to get an LT Wright knife, do it. If you have the ability to get an LT Wright Bushcrafter, do it. I am so impressed with this. You will be seeing this in future videos. You will be seeing this in use videos. Right now, with the way things are, it's really difficult to get camping permits, but we're trying to get an overnight permit for the federal park that's local, which is down in the Redwoods. You will see this knife if we're again in videos, because it is just so easy to use. It is so I wear an extra large leather glove, and I have to stretch them out a little bit to make them comfortable. And when I grab that knife, there's a little bit coming out the back, not a lot, but I have got a full, comfortable control grip on that. There is no way this is going to come out of my control. There's no way it's going to... There's no hot spots, so it's not going to cause the fatigue that those will cause. It's a comfortable, the round shape makes it so that you can grab it like this all day long. You can push very hard and there's no discomfort. So you will be seeing this again. While we are talking about the fire prep aspect of it, because that's kind of what I was doing, there's something that confuses me when I see a lot of the people making knife videos and they make a fire. Well, right now, because of the place we are, I'm not allowed to make a fire. If I get a camping permit, you will see me making a fire with this. But when you are using a saw or an axe, or you're batoning, or you're making feather sticks or stripping down, you see all of these beautiful little tiny wood chips and little tiny sawdust hitting the ground and going to waste. Put a shamag or a sitting pad or something underneath where you're cutting and catch that stuff up, and that's your tinder right there. That's just something that bothers me about a lot of videos. I'm sorry, that has nothing to do with this knife. Back to the knife. I have definitely gotten hooked on this blade. My Tops Bob, that's been my go-to knife for, what, 6 years now, hasn't been out of the drawer since I got this. Not even just to look at. It feels rejected and dejected and lonely. I almost feel bad for it. But anyway, ever since I've gotten this, I don't even want to put it away. I just want it in my hand. So that's about all I can do for today. Stay out in the woods. Practice with all of your tools. Practice your skills. Enjoy yourself. Nature is beautiful. I am sitting under redwood trees that are thousands of years old. Kind of makes you feel better. It's a nice place to be. Have fun. Get out in the woods. Bye.